like when he gets there, like for the special teams meeting, he's like hype and like fired up. Like, you guys better be awake because I'm ready to go right now.
Was it? I think it was you that told me like you'll like walk in and he'll just like be in the hallway like doing push-ups.
Yes.
At, like 5:30 a.m.
Like, bro,
5:30 a.m. He's like cranking them out.
It's like the special teams meeting starts at 6 a.m. So like we have to walk up the stairs. Everyone has to walk up the stairs to like get to the room. And sometimes he'll be in the hallway just pounding push-ups, going like, "Great morning, gentlemen."
Yo, Connor with the rebound, they got 8 seconds to go. Move the ball right up the court, yeah, you know they ready to roll. Hit the outlet pass to Patrick, put a move on them so tragic. Yeah, you don't want no static, McCaffery boys, they be like magic. This shit back to Connor, yeah, you know these boys is hooping. Hit him with the alley, yeah, you know he straight up hooped it. Now Patrick's hanging on the rim, yeah, he's got his feet up. Excessive celebration, McCaffery boys, they done got teed up. Oh man, they got teed up.
It's time for another pop quiz from our friends at Vibrant Credit Union. Number 1, why do so many banks want you to pay for checking when you don't even write checks?
Is it because they can?
Correct. Number 2, why do so many banks charge you a fee to get your money from their ATM?
Because they can.
Yep. So why does Vibrant offer checking with no monthly fees, no minimum balance requirements, and fee-free ATMs you can find at Target, Walgreens, CVS, and thousands of other places?
Because they can?
That's right. Learn more about what Vibrant can do for you at vibrantcreditunion.org. Keys, wallet, and vitamin water are the only 3 things you need walking out the door. Rise to the occasion with zero sugar or enhance your hydration by slaying the dragon fruit. With a variety of flavors, vitamin water energizes, revives, and refreshes your mind for optimal focus. Great taste, more nutrients. They're vitamins, but they also like to party. Join the club.
Proudly sponsored by Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Dragon fruit, favorite drink. It's not close. Welcome everybody to episode 14 of Teed Up. I'm here with Patrick.
Yeah.
There you go. Get that out. Get that out now. But we got 2 very, very big time guests with us here today. The QBs, Spencer, Alex. Thank you, fellas, for joining us. We appreciate it. I feel like we got a lot of good stuff that we're gonna cover. Thanks for taking the time. What's been going on with you guys?
For sure, no problem. We've just been finished up spring ball. Had a good time.
Yeah.
You know, got to work, but it's been good so far. So excited for next season.
What's like your off season regimen right now? Like with spring ball and like now what you're getting into before the summer starts. Is it kind of like, do you take time to focus on school? I guess Spencer, you can take this one. Like what?
Yeah.
What's the move?
So the last 2 weeks are, we call it peak speed and jump phase. So it's we'll max out our 10-yard sprint, our pro agility, our vertical, and then our bench at the end of next week. Just because you don't have like a super long training window, because during spring ball, from like a lifting perspective, you're not doing much because the focus is on the field. But like for a football commitment wise, like it's down in time from spring ball. Spring ball, you're there the whole morning. So probably the facility like an hour and a half now, and then the rest, it's focus on school as finals come and the semester wraps up.
Yeah, no, for sure. Give me the standout like freaks in the weight room and speed, like the freak athletes, like the first guys that come to your head.
In speed or
both
strength?
Speed and strength.
We got a freshman O lineman named Jennings Dunker.
Oh my god.
I watched him rep 345 for 15 yesterday on bench.
Good God.
Oh my God.
So this guy is like unreal. Like he's like 320 pounds and like looks like skinny, right? Like he looks like he isn't fat at all. And I was in the weight room once and I see him pounding like 4 blended shakes in a row, and I go like, Jennings, like, like how many shakes do you have a day? He's like, probably 8 blended and then like 6 just like in a bottle. And I'm like,
dude's different.
He is different.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like you're gonna get a kidney stone. Like that's so much protein. And
your body cannot physically process all that protein.
No, you can't do that.
He goes, well, I'd rather have a kidney stone and be big than be small with no kidney stone. It's just like, He's a total meathead, but he's a great kid.
He's a great kid.
He's a freak.
You know, he's got red hair. He's got a mustache too. It's just
Where's he
looks
from?
like a bear.
Where do you find this guy?
Where did you find this?
He emerged out of some cave in Russia and just like recruited him to play football.
He's built in a lab.
Yeah.
Like, come play line, bro. Like what? See, like that's the, yeah. I'd rather have a kidney stone and be big than be small and not have a kidney stone.
We might have to make T-shirts.
Yeah.
That is
Someday
a
when
pretty
he's
good quote.
playing, I'm sure he'll be able to put that on a T-shirt. That's pretty good.
That's an all-time great.
Yeah.
As far as speed goes, I don't even know. We got a lot of fast guys. I'd probably say Charlie's up there.
Yeah, Charlie's fast. Riley Moss is fast.
Riley Moss is really fast. Track guy.
Logan Jones, our center, I think is pretty fast, or one of our centers.
He's like really strong too. He broke
he's
broke
a
Lindy's
freak.
squat record, which is not easy to do for a center.
No. Oh hell no.
Yeah, I can't imagine that'd be very hard to do.
Patrick, where do you think you would stand like on these lifting?
Dead last.
On this lifting?
Dead last.
I mean, you'll be able to give me a run for. I'm not lifting.
Oh, bro, I promise you'd smoke me. I promise.
Oh, what's
You've been getting
It's a
better
confidence
though.
boost.
No,
You've been getting better.
No, when I first got to college, like, I couldn't bench a plate. Like, it's like I couldn't.
okay? I do.
It's
have
like
you beat.
176
That's good.
pounds.
That's
Do they tell, like, do you bench? Like, do they tell? Because, like, baseball pitchers, like, I know it's, like, different, so I don't know if it's, like, same with quarterbacks. Do you guys bench?
We do
do.
bench.
Yeah.
It is cut back a little bit.
Yeah,
Especially
okay.
during the season. Like we don't max at all during the season or anything like that. And
Got it.
We always try to cut back the weight a little bit just because we're trying to save our shoulders. But
Yeah.
yeah, like we have Brody Brecht on our team who
Yeah,
plays
that's
baseball
what I was
too, and
gonna ask
he doesn't bench at all.
Really?
Yeah, no.
yeah.
Dude, he throws, like, 100.
Yeah.
He's
Have you seen him?
he's pretty legit. Yeah.
I've never seen him pitch, but
You should
Yeah.
come, like, you should
Yeah.
come see him pitch. Like, I don't know. He's a reliever, so, like, it's hard to, like, come to an exact, like, scheduled start.
Yeah.
But, like, I still haven't seen him pitch, and I've been to, like, multiple. He just, like, hasn't thrown. But I'm actively trying to see this kid throw.
Yeah.
Like, they all said he's just disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, especially once he figures everything out. Like, because there's so much different from, like, the high school game. but
Absolutely.
obviously. But, like, he throws, like, 100.
Consistently.
he's gonna be a really good receiver too.
Yeah,
Is he really?
is.
I was going to
He is.
ask that. Like, how.
He's talented.
He is really talented, especially with how big he is. He's like 6'4".
He can move. He's got good body control and stuff like that. He's gonna be a good player.
He can jump. Like,
Yeah.
sure fast.
I feel like you guys have a lot of like really good young receivers. Like you had the two that came on last year, like kind of towards the end, Arland and then Williams.
Keegan.
Oh, Johnson. My bad. I
Keegan,
was
yeah.
saying somebody. Yeah, Keegan. Just like I feel like you guys got a lot of talent in that room right now.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like we got two like old guys, and then we've got the two young guys that have played, but the rest of the room it's
Two old guys.
Old.
yeah,
Are they
two
like
23
they're
year
super
old.
seniors? Are they super seniors?
So Charlie, will be a 6-year, and then Nico did a year of prep school.
Oh.
So like he's a 5th year senior, but really he's like 6 years post high school. So yeah, two old men, and then
23-year-olds,
and then two true freshmen.
18,
Or
19-year-olds.
I guess they'll be sophomores this fall, but yeah, and the rest of the room haven't, just got to see what they can do.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's been fun. Like, I came in, it's cool now. Like, you come in with different classes, right? Like, you were below me. What year are you?
I'm saying
No, me and Alex came in.
Okay,
Yeah, we were in the dorms.
Okay, yeah. And you came in with Wheezy, right?
Yes.
You came in with Wheezy. Yeah, so I'm above both of you. I was
Yeah.
like with like Peyton Mansell. Right. That was my yeah. And so, but like it's crazy now. Like, I mean, obviously we love watching like your guys' games, but one of the things we want to talk about is like now the next level. Like it's almost like it's crazy the jump that you see guys from the program take. And so like now like I came in, I was with Tristan, I was with AJ, I was with Gino, like I was with Mir. You can go down the line.
Yeah.
All these dudes are playing on Sundays now. Like what? I guess it's kind of like I don't know. That's a tough question, but like, is there something that stands out with like the guys that you've played with who are like they're just different? Like you just know. Like can you tell with the teammates, or is it like a program thing? Like it's like built into you guys, like that the work ethic and the dedication and the determination, like all of the above, motivation. What's the balance there? I guess Spencer and
like
then Alex.
I feel like it's player to player, like with those guys. Like with a guy like Tristan, like the day you like meet him and see him in
Athletic
person,
freak.
like
Yeah.
he's like, wow, this dude's a freak.
Yeah.
And then then there's guys like Gino who like when my first fall, like he didn't start. And he did he played a good amount.
Yeah.
But then like just ends up developing into like a really, really good football player. Guy like Mir, like you watch him run and you're like, oh yeah, that dude is like, he's going to play in the NFL. Like he's extremely fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's player to player. Like some guys, they work their ass off and it pays off. And there's guys like Tristan obviously still works his ass off, but such a freak. It's like,
there's like
kind of
a God-given aspect to it.
Yeah.
Definitely a mix of both, I feel like, for a lot of guys, because our program is such a developmental program. Like you see all the time of guys that start as walk-ons, they end up starting and playing a lot of games for us. So I feel like the way we train and kind of the program that we have is kind of geared towards developing guys so that at the end of their careers are really playing their best football and do that in the NFL too.
Yeah. A lot of that's due to our guy. We got to talk about him, Coach Woods.
Oh yeah, LeVar.
He's the man.
LeVar's the coolest.
That's
dude.
our guy. If you want to, do you want to tell
Yeah.
your story with LeVar? Just
I
a
have a
quick
lot of stories
driveway,
with LeVar, but-
story that may or may not happen.
So
We can
basically, we're
send
tight
him-
with LeVar because LeVar's son and my little brother are like have been best friends.
Mason?
Yeah, Mason.
Yeah,
have been
Mason.
best friends for like since like kindergarten.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, I used to go to like there because they play on the same baseball team. So, I was in like 7th, 8th grade. They were playing like I don't know, 9U baseball. So I would go and I was with LeVar or whatever, and so we were just chilling. And then like after the game, we went back to LeVar's house and we played driveway 2-on-2. Me and Jack versus Mason and LeVar. And like it wasn't on a 10-foot rim, but I punched all over LeVar, like violated LeVar. And to this day, he still just tries to flip the script and like will never admit it ever.
Yeah.
Like, Jack and Mason have confirmed it 100 times, and he won't admit it.
I believe that.
And then he tried to say that he punched on me. He tried to flip it that way, but like, and I think me and Jack won by a lot.
Right.
LeVar wasn't a great basketball player, but great
Is that
guy.
confirmed? Not a great basketball player.
Yeah, that's confirmed.
Confirmed?
He's not a great
He
basketball
won't be
player.
happy to hear that.
No, he won't be because I'm sure he thinks he's a
He's
good
definitely not
basketball
going to accept that at all.
He's a pretty competitive guy.
Yeah.
No,
He's
exactly.
just-
I feel like you got like I feel like everybody has like a super good relationship with LeVar, and it's like if you meet him, like it's obvious to see why he's super personable. Like definitely a guy that's a candidate to kind of move up in the coaching ranks here probably pretty soon. It's just like super personable, super easy to get along with. So like, what are your guys' experiences like with Coach Woods?
I mean, neither of us do special teams, so
Yeah.
don't. But we do like an off season, like weight room, like group competition thing. We call the Hawkeye Championship. And I had Coach Woods in 2019 as like the coach that was associated with my team, and then I have him this year. And like I just love the guy. Like he's a great dude. Just like understands people like really well, like really personable, like you said, but just loves Hawkeye football and like does everything he can to like help us be great. Which like you see, like the dude is a grinder, like just loves the game and loves Iowa. Yeah.
He loves ball. All the special teams guys will say it all the time that he doesn't leave until like 3 a.m. in the morning. just grinding out special teams.
Yeah.
Him and I have the same birthday, so we kind of bonded over that. Yeah, ever since I got here, we kind of bonded over that. He's a great dude. He's really easy to talk to. But yeah,
I mean that's why the special obviously there's an emphasis on it here, like special teams. But that's very important. It's very important all places, but maybe more so here.
Yeah.
And so I guess it's good that he's staying until 3 a.m.
exactly. And then,
Well, like we have the best. I saw some like metric that
saw
like
that
our
stat, too.
combined special teams rankings is like number one, like by far.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because of the time he puts in. Like it's
Yeah.
we treat it super serious because it does in the Big Ten, especially. It wins you football games.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
No, it's crazy because like he leaves at like 3, but like y'all gotta be back at like 6.
I know.
don't you-
I
don't
don't
you
know.
like
I don't know how
6
he
a.m.?
functions. And like when he gets there, like for the special teams meetings, he's like
fired up.
hype and like fired up. Like you guys better be awake. 'Cause I'm ready to go right now.
Was it? I think it was you that told me like you'll like walk in and he'll just like be in the hallway like doing push-ups.
Yes.
At, like 5:30 a.m.
Like, bro,
5:30 a.m. He's like cranking them out.
It's like the special teams meeting starts at 6 a.m. So like we have to walk up the stairs. Everyone has to walk up the stairs to like get to the room. And sometimes he'll be in the hallway just pounding push-ups, going like, "Great morning, gentlemen!" Like, going like this. Or like they'll bring we have like our big team room. Like there's a divider that comes down for offense and defense.
Oh my god.
And like I've seen him like on multiple occasions be on like one side and the divider starts to come down and he just sprints and does like a like
James Bond.
James
like,
Bond
slide
underneath
underneath
It's
it.
like, dude, what is this guy doing? Like, We're like, hey, good morning, coach. He's like, F that, great morning. But yeah, he's a great dude.
What does
awesome.
like Ferentz say like when all of this is good? Like, is this like normal business as usual? Like
he doesn't get real animated about a lot of stuff, so it's just kind of business to him.
just like kind of looks at it like it's like the over in the corner. Like okay, he's just gonna do his
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, holy shit. It's his classic little, if he's going to make a comment, it's that.
Let's get into that then too a little bit. Just like the overall culture, I guess we kind of touched on it earlier, but I want to I want to come back on it. It's kind of like every year you've come to expect certain things, especially with Coach Ferentz. So like in the recruiting process for both of you, is that something like you knew, that there's a system in place and we're going to play this way and we're going to be successful? Like at this point now, like it's almost as if, who is in the spots, like it matters, but like you're going to have replacement guys that are also going to continuously be successful. And you're going to put yourself in positions to win a lot of football games every year. You're going to compete for Big Ten championship like you did this year.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that says a lot about Iowa, says a lot about the coaching staff. Did that stand out to you at all when you chose to come here? And was there anything that once you got here, you were like, wow, like this is why we are who we are?
You can go first.
Definitely for me, when I was going through the recruiting process and going to these different schools and kind of seeing the revolving door that is like college coaching right now. Mm-hmm. And then you look at Iowa where Coach Ferentz has been here 20 plus years and like a lot of his staff has been here just as long. That stability is like something you can't find really anywhere else. And for me, like what really confirmed that to me was like the first team meeting that I was in and just listening to Coach Ferentz talk and like the professionalism that he has and the structure that is in place. It like really confirmed to me that like this is a place you want to be at because this culture is something that you can't find like anywhere else. It's been in place and it's been working for 20 plus years.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think like from a recruiting standpoint, like when I was getting recruited, I was committed to Oregon State, and like halfway through my senior year, they like the coach like left in the middle of the season, so like I had to like kind of figure it out. So like when you look at the stability and like then you start looking at how many games he wins every year, or Iowa wins every year, like that's obviously really attractive. Because like Alex said, like coaches a lot of times like are at a place for 3 years and then they're gone. Either they're fired or they're moving up. So like that's not obviously something you want to like. You don't want to have to switch coaches in the middle of your career. And then like I just think the way like I didn't really figure it out till I talked to other guys that go to other schools about like how they go about their business. But like hearing like the norms, like the cultural norms almost of like when you show up for things like. For us, like if we're lifting it at 8, right? Like guys are there at like 7:25, 7:30, like eating, getting hydrated, like getting ready. Other places, like guys I know will be like, oh yeah, you show up 5 minutes before, you like grab a banana and get out there, like stuff like that. I don't know, which seems small, but just that like.
No, this is a small thing, but a big thing.
Yeah, like over across an entire program, like I think that definitely plays a big part in why we've been successful for so long.
Yeah. Maybe we should try to institute some type of rule about being on time to wait. Yesterday, this isn't every time, but like yesterday, we had weights and like it's.
Do we name the teammates?
I'll say it. I don't care. You can say it. What was it?
We had weights at 3.
It was 2:59, and like in the weight room, like it says it like to the second. So it was like 2:59, and it was like 25.
Oof. They have an uncanny ability at showing up like in between 20 and 50. Like it's actually like nothing I've ever seen before. like it's like 2:59 between 20 seconds and 50 seconds. Like they will walk in the door. So it's like you don't even like stress about like if they're gonna be because like they're gonna show up. They're gonna be here.
Yeah,
just like 10 seconds. Before.
Exactly. It's something that I look forward to every day, seeing like what time they're gonna get there, and it's like I'm walking up to the weight room probably because like I'll get there early, like get my ankles taped, whatever, shoot a little bit, and then go back to the weight room, and then we work out after, so like work out on the court after. So I'm at the weight room first, And like, so I'll walk back up to the weight room probably like, I don't know, like 254, 255 whenever I get done shooting. And then like they'll be running in, like, like they'll be running into the locker room with their rolls on, like with their rolls and stuff. And then like, it's pretty remarkable, honestly, like how quick they're able to get dressed and actually get into the weight room. So it's
Yesterday he had his shirt on backwards. I see him turn the corner, and like I'm sitting in the weight room just waiting. I see him turn the corner, and he's like high stepping, trying to put his shoe on while running. Like he's literally hopping with one foot, trying to put his shoe on. And I'm like, dude, what are we doing?
Like at that point, just put them on. And then
Just,
run.
just stop.
Yeah,
Just
right.
put them on, and then run it. Like, and again, this is not every time, but like, it definitely
it's a trend.
it's starting to become a trend.
It's been pretty.
We've done some burpees in our day.
I'm interested to know who this teammate is.
Tony Perkins.
Yeah, it's
Tony
TV.
Perkins.
Yeah.
It's TV.
That's right. You can always bleep it out.
Yeah.
It's a
If we
bleep
need
issue.
to.
And then Aaron Eulis, they live together. So like Aaron's always there, but Aaron's always right with him. But Aaron usually
Because he has
gets
to
up-
wait on him.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. He has
And
to
Aaron's like super incognito with what he does. Like
Right.
he doesn't talk. He's just like all of a sudden like, oh, hey, you, like you're here.
Just like right behind. He'll just show up like right
Like
behind
Tony's
you.
running in with his shirt on backwards, and I look around, and all of a sudden, like Aaron's just right next to me,
right.
and I'm like, when'd you get here?
AU moves in silence.
No, he does,
He moves in
absolutely.
silence, for sure. With that, we're gonna take a quick break for our sponsors.
Hey Connor, I went into Kimball and Beecher Family Dentistry the other day for a cleaning. Was your experience as good as mine?
Yes, it definitely was. I went in. Immediately they got me in. I was in and out within 30 minutes tops. It was pain free. The doctors were great. The dentists were great. I had a lot of fun.
Absolutely. They told me I had great teeth, and everybody was super helpful. So, shout out to Kimball and Beecher Family Dentistry.
Yeah, they told me I had great teeth as well. So maybe it was just a thing.
I
Maybe they were lying. To
I
us.
think I have better teeth, but anyway.
Well, it was a great experience either way. So thank you to them, Kimball and Beecher. Diamond Ridge Construction is a family and locally owned and operated company. Diamond Ridge does roofing, siding, and gutters. Diamond Ridge was awarded the best construction and roofing company in Iowa City. They have never received a review lower than 5 stars. They do quality and efficient work for a customer-friendly price. They do work in the Johnson County area, but are open to expanding. If you're interested in seeing some of their work, visit www.diamondridgeiowa.com.
Some of those pictures are really cool. They do houses of all sizes and have done some massive complexes. They are open weekdays from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. For a free estimate, call 319-800-7663. Again, that's 319-800-7663.
With the college basketball season now officially over, this is the time people turn their attention to filing taxes. People always have a lot of questions about their taxes. Maybe you're wondering if there's anything you can do to owe less taxes. Maybe you've got a little extra cash. You wanted to put it away for retirement, but you're not sure how. Maybe you're a student athlete with some NIL money and you want to be smart with what you have after paying taxes.
Wait, we have to pay taxes?
Everyone is looking for someone they can trust to provide answers and a game plan to help them make the right decisions with their money for today and in the future. So if you just want to know if you're on the right path or if you haven't even started down a path at all, reach out to an advisor at Lane Family Wealth Management. They offer free phone, online, and in-person consultations. Call 319-535-4525 in Eastern Iowa or 515-322-7971 anywhere else in the U.S.
And we're back. Episode 14 of Teed Up with my brother Connor and then our special guests, Alex and Spencer. So, big game tonight, guys.
Huge game.
Spencer, you're from up... Where exactly are you from in California? I know, like, up north, but, like...
I was born in San Francisco. I live 15 miles north. So
Okay, yeah. And then Alex, obviously, is from... You're from Denver,
Yeah,
right?
from
Yeah, I
Denver,
knew you're
just
from
south of
Colorado.
Denver, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, Nuggets and the Warriors play tonight in Game 5.
Yeah,
3-1 Warriors. So,
Yep.
let me get your guys' thoughts on that. Like, kind of how... Like, Alex talked about Jokic and all
Yeah.
those,
The Joker, the future back-to-back MVP, about to be. I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of confidence tonight. But
You shouldn't.
I know it's going back to play the Warriors at home is not an easy thing to do. Obviously, we're missing. Yeah, it's kind of raps, but not having Jamal and PJ is kind of killing us right now.
That really hurts.
It really hurts. It really hurts. But if we can steal one tonight and go back to Denver, I'm just saying anything can happen.
Absolutely.
Spence, before you answer, I have a funny story. I played pickup with Jamal Murray
Did you?
at Adidas camp in LA when I was like 16. And he called me baseball because I would go to all Connor's baseball games. I didn't even play baseball. And I had a really bad farmer's tan.
Oh, jeez.
So he called you baseball.
So he called me baseball.
That's pretty funny.
But I actually played well
tough.
in the game, and I was making shots, so he kept calling me baseball. And
Hey, that's pretty tough.
So,
though.
yeah,
It's a good
he was
nickname. Yeah.
No, he was unreal.
Yeah,
And Zeke.
he's pretty
I mean,
unreal.
You said what?
shout out Zeke.
Oh yeah, and my buddy, I played AAU with Zeke Najee, who's on there.
Okay.
Who's on there right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. So I definitely have a couple of Nuggets connections, but now Spencer back to the Warriors.
Give us your take on the Warriors. Are they going to win the whole thing or what?
Yeah, I think they will. Like I just am like a huge Steph Curry fan. I got super lucky. Like when I was like late middle school was when they started getting like really good, and then like high school. I don't know. It feels good because like I thought the run was over like a couple years ago when Clay's been out. Everything happened after KD left. But it just feels good. I think they'll win it all. I don't see anyone else. I don't see anyone beating them. Like the Celtics are good. The Bucks will be good, but I think they're definitely gonna win the West. Hope to win the whole thing because I don't know. I love watching them play. Like they're
Play such
awesome.
a fun style.
No,
Yeah.
they
With
do.
the
Yeah, I
kind
love
of
watching
small ball with Draymond who can guard everybody,
Right.
and then the way they share the ball, the way they move the ball. It's so fun to watch.
It's so annoying because it seems like every guy in the roster can make threes.
yeah.
except Draymond.
Except Draymond. Yeah, except for Draymond.
And he'll
it's
still bite you occasionally.
No, like he'll hit one.
He'll hit one every once
Dude,
in a while.
yeah, but it's
It's so frustrating to watch from an opposing fan's perspective because you feel like every shot they take is going in.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like anytime they're open, you're like,
Yeah.
shit.
Yep. That's like easy money.
No, I mean, but dude, I love the Nuggets.
do
Like,
too.
I love the Nuggets because the thing is, bro. I mean, it's hard to evaluate them this year without Jamal and without Mike.
Yeah.
But like moving forward, the pieces that they have, like they're so talented.
Yeah.
And like they just compete so hard for Coach Malone.
Right.
Like
He's a great coach.
Yeah. Like he's just.
He seems like a cool ass dude.
Dude, he
Yeah, he
seems like the
definitely does.
man, and like he had, like you can tell, like he has their ear, and like they respect. There's like a mutual respect,
Definitely.
and it's like it's just a machine. Like they're playing hard. Like
Yeah.
these dudes play hard,
Really hard.
and Jokic is, I mean, obviously he's, if not the best, he's top 2, 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's
Yeah, him,
he's
Bobby
the
Portis.
man.
Bobby Porter.
That boy Bobby.
No, unsung hero for the Nuggets. Probably my favorite player on the Nuggets. Connor, I don't even know if you'll know who I'm about to say right now, but DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, Boogie.
Boogie.
Dude, Boogie.
Yeah,
that
he uses
guy-
technicals throughout the game.
Just fighting people on the bench. Like,
Yeah.
He's
but
that
he'll
guy
come
that
in-
you need, though. He's a bruiser.
No,
He is a bruiser. Yeah.
He'll come in and get buckets.
Yeah.
Like he came in like last game, had 10 points on like 3 shots. Like he was hooping. I don't know. I think
Boogie's a bucket. Bro.
no, he's a
He's
bucket.
a bucket.
He is.
guys
So whatever
just-
team he's on. That
He used to be crazy on the Kings. Like,
Yeah,
he
he used
was
to be crazy.
he was so good back in the day.
And that's where he and Coach Malone, like that's where they go back to,
Right.
is like from the Kings. So like that's how he's got his ear. You know,
Yeah, he's getting good minutes for us.
I feel like, no, he is.
Yeah.
And I mean, but I'm going to be interested because like in all seriousness, like they should not be playing the Warriors
Yeah,
like in
no,
the
that's
first.
absolutely
Like that's
ridiculous.
just brutal.
Yeah,
Like
they
you
got
get
screwed,
the.
they got screwed with
Hey,
that
nice
draw.
season. Here's the Warriors first round. There you go. You got Steph,
Yeah.
Clay, Draymond, all
Jordan
finally
Poole.
back. Jordan Poole, go ahead, take them. But
Meanwhile, now in elimination game, they decided that it was a good idea to reinsert Steph in the starting lineup.
yeah.
Right.
No, hey, welcome back.
I don't even know how you like that must be like having Steph come off the bench. Like I can't imagine like how you even like how would you even try to defend that? Like you know what I mean? Like you can't are you gonna keep a good defender like on the bench? Like I don't know basketball strategy like that, but like I can only imagine that's like
And
hell.
Put
Yeah.
Facu Campazzo on him.
I mean, like in the playoffs, because like in the regular season in the NBA, a lot of it is just like you have your rotation, you have your rotations, and like you're kind of gonna play your set minutes, and it might switch on and off depending on how you're playing, depending on how somebody else is playing. But for the most part, like your starters and superstars they'll have like a routine. So like every night, you know, like Steph knows he's gonna play like the whole first quarter and like the first 2 minutes of the second quarter, and then he's gonna sit for like the rest of the second quarter, and like, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
there's like things that, and I'm not saying that's his actual sub pattern, but like in the playoffs, that kind of goes out the window. So like, you know, Kyrie and KD played 48. the other night. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So like it's just kind of like Steph was coming off the bench, but he played 37 minutes in game 3 or game 4, I think it was. So like he played 37. So like it's kind of like he came off the bench, but he basically played the whole game. And like Malone, I'm sure they had their plan to where they're going to match it up for whoever. It's not like a regular season game where it's not like Steph's coming in with the second unit and like he's now going against your backup PG.
Yeah,
that's not.
That'd be bad news.
That would change it might be how it would be in the regular season, but not in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm learning. This is good.
And it's like
we watch too
Steph,
much NBA.
Yeah, Steph's so good. It's like you're not stopping Steph, regardless of
No,
who's on the other
It doesn't
team.
matter.
Like,
You just hope he misses.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're not stopping. Same as you're not stopping KD. Well, except the Celtics did a pretty good job stopping KD, good as anybody else ever has. But like you're not going to stop Jokic. Jokic is going to get at least 32 points, 15 rebounds, and 10 assists. Like just what he's going to do.
At least.
Dude.
Just nobody around him to help him really.
Nonchalant.
Except Boogie. Except he won't play him together.
Yeah, definitely not. That would be an interesting lineup.
I wonder why.
Like Boogie's shoving people on the bench. You might need to get him back in there. I don't know, but it's like in the NBA, it's like you play your first and second unit. It's like super, but then and like you said in the playoffs, that just all goes. Then you just play starters.
Yeah. But all right, I want to get on this basketball talk because we said we were going to hit on this.
Right.
So, both of you, hoops guys, you could say at least.
Yeah.
I'm a hoop fan.
Hoop fan. Did either of you play in high school?
No.
I didn't play in high school. I played before high school.
High school.
It's been a long time.
All right. So, Patrick, what position do you think what value would each of them add to our team, and what position would you peg for each of them?
Okay, so I think Spencer would be like a small ball 4, like glue guy.
Yeah. Okay. Like a bruiser.
Yeah, like a guy who's gonna come in. He's gonna use all 5 of his fouls.
Box out.
Like he's gonna box. Like you're never gonna give up an offensive
That's
rebound.
just a nice way of saying unathletic white dude.
No, but smart though. Smart. And it's like
Great team guy.
High basketball IQ.
He's gonna know all the plays, right? He's gonna be able. He's gonna be one of those guys who's gonna tell everybody where to go.
Yep.
And like direct traffic out there.
Sneaky.
Can make an open three. Probably not.
Can he guard?
Yeah. He's a bruiser.
Hustle player.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Can you guard? Like, do you think you'd guard?
No, he's pretty.
I mean, I have good length. Like if I,
okay.
I got long arms, but I don't have great lateral quickness. Like
Put you on a big.
at all.
Yeah.
You're 6'6", 230?
I'm 6'5", like 220.
Dude, you're taller than 6'5". I stood next to you last night. You're taller than 6'5".
What were you doing last night? Never mind. Keep going.
Yeah. All right. Well, sure. I guess I'm 6'6". Probably 226, 227. So
Okay.
yeah.
No, you could guard a big guy then.
No, and like he could
No, you
like
don't need
like,
a lot
like
of
he
quickness.
get to him on the block. He'll make a jump hook. Like just pretty skilled player, but like he's not gonna like he's not like he's out here demanding the ball. Like
Right.
he knows his role. He's gonna set
Okay.
screens. He's gonna make the right play, make the extra pass, like do stuff like that.
I'm not afraid to take a charge. Like I'll put my
Exactly.
body
He's
out
gonna put his
there,
body on the line for
Yeah.
him.
Put his body on the line. Okay. All right. Now give me the scouting report for Alex.
And then Alex, I feel like is just kind of like quick guy, right? Like I think he's like a point guard you kind of throw in there to just change the pace of the game, kind of like what we did with Joe T. Like just put him. He's maybe
Running
probably not as
around.
quick as Joe T, but you just
I
put him
think
in and
Joe
just
T is a
kind
little
of
quicker than me.
yeah. But like just changes the pace of the game. You know, like really
the
pushes the
ball.
ball, like gets after the opposing
throws
point
it
guard.
ahead.
Like,
Gonna find the open guy.
I'll tell you what.
Wreak havoc.
I could play great defense. I'm gonna pass the ball very well.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you a layup or two.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
what that's what you're getting from me.
Exactly. That's yeah. So
that's
he's
a
gonna
good
change the
scouting
pace.
report.
He's gonna make the right play. Right. He's gonna find the open guy,
Yeah.
and he's not gonna look for a shot too much. And he can get to the rim quick. So
Yep.
it's like
The player comp I always give for myself is Ricky Rubio.
I love
That's all
it.
I got.
I love it. That's a good comp. It is.
He's a good player.
Yeah,
Bro, he's a 10-year vet.
He was hooping this year until he got hurt. He was
I
hooping.
feel bad for him.
Where was he?
Yeah.
Cleveland?
Yeah, Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland.
Hooping like
Blew his
almost
knee out.
all-star. Tore his ACL.
Yeah. No, that's a good. I mean, that's a good comp. By the way, all football players think they would be like lockdown defenders.
Yeah.
I've never heard a football player say like I'm not a good, like I wouldn't be a good defender.
I think I defend with effort, but there's some physical.
That's like one of the
limitations.
first ones
Yeah.
that I've like heard though, that you're like, okay, you know what? Like I probably wouldn't actually be a great defender. But like most football players are like, no, like I could definitely lock up. And it's great. Remember when Kayvon came and played with us?
Yeah, Kayvon
No,
played
he's-
pickup with us.
I told
Kayvon's
you
actually
Kayvon can hoop.
No,
Bro,
Kayvon's
he came
pretty
and
good.
played.
Kayvon was pretty good.
You could tell like he had like lost like some of the skill based stuff because he
Yeah.
probably hadn't played. But like, I mean, athleticism obviously, and like talk about somebody who can guard. Like he could guard.
Yeah.
He was in Joe T's ass. Bro. He was.
He's probably
Dude.
talking mad
So
shit too.
we played.
Nah, he was chilling, but he.
Oh,
I
really?
wish he was. I wish
played,
he was.
I played pickup with Kay. This would have been our freshman year,
Oh god.
and there's a fast break. I forget what happened, but he's running down like I'm hustling back, right? I'm a hustle guy.
Yeah.
And like for whatever reason, like mine goes back to middle school basketball. I'm thinking like, all right, hard foul.
Oh God.
Yeah, but then like I'm about to jump and I'm like, wait, like this is my teammate. Like we're playing pickup. Like what am I
Yeah.
doing? So I do like a half-ass like kind of like jump, and Kayvon like on his way up, like his thigh hit me in the face, like completely
Just-
dunked all over. The
Oh no!
And,
Thigh in the face.
yeah, like it was demoralizing completely.
Oh, that's brutal.
No, like because you can usually sell like if you get dunked on, like if there's no body contact, like
Yeah.
you're in the
didn't try,
clear,
yeah.
you're in the clear, like oh bro, that just
No.
got out of the way, like
Yeah, like it was full. Like,
But like if you get kicked in the face, like
yeah, it was brutal.
there's
So
there's
he-
no getting out of that. Like, you got punched on.
Yeah. So he put it on your head, and then what?
Yeah.
Did he let you know?
No, I think he was. Yeah, he's cool about it. You know, he knows. I'm
I don't know if you saw the video of him dunking on somebody at the rec.
I saw that.
It was like that.
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
How often do you guys like go play at the rec, or is this something you're not allowed to say?
I haven't played at the rec since probably my freshman year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of young guys do. That's a lot of young guys do. I always get like severe blisters and just I'm worried about blowing an ankle. You know. Like,
Yeah.
But guys will go like, especially in the off, like in the winter, especially guys go pretty frequently.
Yeah.
I played against Jack Campbell in high school.
Oh really?
Jack was a really good basketball player.
Yeah.
Like kind of like a bull in a china shop, like super aggressive, like kind of how he plays football, like
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah,
Like,
he's gonna use all 5 of his fouls. for
oh,
sure.
bro, yeah, for
sure.
Got every
For sure,
rebound,
yeah.
like could make like he had nice touch around the basket, like could make layups, like
Right.
bro, and like he Jack was a really good high school basketball player, super
I
aggressive.
believe that.
Yeah.
You guys got a lot of guys that I'm sure could like hoop, but
Apparently Dez was good. I know Dez isn't here anymore, but apparently Dez was good. I've heard that.
Yeah, he was pretty good. He's another
played
guy
him.
that's athletic that could just probably dunk on people, but he's got pretty good handles too.
Yeah.
we played. Gino was really good. Gino was good.
Gino just threw up shots. But
I played with
once
Gino
I-
twice,
Volume
and he made those shots.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. The one time I played with him, he did not. But
Let's
Yeah,
send
like-
this clip.
like Alaric,
Pro.
Alaric had like a Michigan State offer for basketball. Alaric Jackson.
Wow, really?
I want to say AJ
I just have
Panessa
a hard time believing that.
had Northwestern.
AJ could hoop because he played with TC. He played with Tyler
Oh
Cook.
yeah.
And so they knew each other. They were boys.
Cooper DeJean was
Yeah.
Yes,
Cooper DeJean.
yes, he was a
All-state.
good high school player.
yeah.
He had bounds.
Like, he played for a really good AAU team.
incredibly
Yeah.
athletic.
Yeah.
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 I'm trying to think who else. I don't even.
On our team.
Yeah.
Well, Well, let me ask you this then. As I'm sure you do, we have guys on our team who are like, oh, like no, I could play football too.
Yeah.
Like I could be on the football. Do
Tony
you guys-
Perkins is convinced. he'd
TP
win the
thinks he could
Heisman.
start at safety. He thinks he could
Think
start
so?
like a wide receiver, quarterback, running back, safety, linebacker. It doesn't matter. Like, do you have guys on your team as well that are like, oh no, like I could hoop, like I could play.
Kayvon,
Like, I could
Kayvon
play.
definitely.
Like I could
always
play it
says
for
that.
sure.
No, I mean like there was like it would have been like an 18 when because that was like before like Luka was good. Like that was right. Like that.
My red shirt year, we went 14-19.
Yes, that year.
But that was before you though too.
I got here January of 18.
Oh,
it
so
would've been-
you like great. You came in the
I
semester
came in
early.
a semester early.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
And I remember there was a big talk, like the locker room for football was like, if we got like our 5 O linemen, D linemen, like we could take the basketball team.
You would have had no shot. But I could see like why you thought that.
And then, but I mean,
Like I could see.
But
why
now
you
it's like
thought that.
Tyler's in the NBA, Luca's in the NBA,
Yeah,
Jordan
definitely
like
no
broke the
shot.
Big Ten record for threes. Isaiah
No, yeah,
Moss,
you would
like,
have had no shot. We were just a horrible team, but we had.
They
we
had
had
good
dudes.
players.
We had
They had good
dudes.
players, but just
I think part of it too is like that year, like our D line was everyone was like 6'7" or taller. So they thought they could just play big and go, but
They.
yeah.
That'd be like if we like were like, oh, like could we come out and like
Field 11, I guess.
like could we feel like take our best 11 and like could we score a touchdown? Like, no, no, but like I could see like why you would think that.
You can't tell
if you're-
Tony that. You
if
can't
you're
tell Tony
delusional.
that.
Exactly. Like
Did he play football in high school?
He did for I think the first game, and they got smacked, so he quit.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And he's convinced he could start.
But he wouldn't. He's not like convinced he would start, but like he thinks like
no, bro. He's convinced he would start.
he thinks he could help you. I think.
Tell him to come try out.
Probably.
I mean, try it out.
No. You guys, I wouldn't
like,
subject you guys to him.
He also thinks he would be like the best pitcher, like the
he's
one
of those guys.
Like,
ultimate confidence.
Give me 2 months. Give me 2 months.
Which is good.
Give me 2 months, I can do anything.
Yeah, no, which is good.
That is
but
good.
I mean, that's hilarious. There's always going to be like guys like that though.
Definitely.
I remember we played with Kayvon this summer. I like drove on him, and he like slowed me up, and I'm like pivoting. Like how I kind of always do, and he's like, nope, and I just got pissed off, turned around, shot over, and made it, and he's like, shit.
I mean,
and he was like, that was tough.
Yeah. He's not that tall, is he?
No, he wasn't. So I was just like,
he's like
bro,
6'1".
Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna shoot it over you.
No, he's like he'd be like a good on-ball defender.
No, yeah,
like,
he definitely stopped me, but once I got to a certain point, I'm just gonna shoot over you.
Right.
It's like,
the mismatch.
Yeah,
take advantage of the mismatch.
Exactly. Like I was just like, it's like once I got to it, I'm just gonna shoot over you.
All right, let's pivot a little bit. I want to talk about like.
Wait, hold on. What were we gonna ask about us playing football?
Oh yeah, no.
Ooh,
give us our like position. Where would you
for Connor?
Either
I feel
one.
You could be like a big safety.
Okay.
Like a big rangy safety, like Kyle Hamilton's coming out of Notre Dame this year. He's like 6'4" and like probably 230. I feel like you could be a big rangy safety.
Okay,
that's tough.
I could hit
Yeah.
some people.
Yeah,
That's tough.
I can hit some people.
What do you got
I'll
for
take
Patrick?
that.
Yeah, Patrick, I feel like you're definitely like a wide out. Just put you out wide. We'll keep your route tree small, like just fades, slants, stuff you can use your length.
You putting him across the middle?
Bro, you don't
No.
want to put me across the middle.
No,
I know.
You'll get cracked in half. Yeah, it won't be good.
Keep me away. I stay on this over here.
But like once we get inside the 10, like you're going in and you're getting a fade.
You're getting a fade, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean you could be like an outside linebacker, maybe at the end, but
Probably add some
put
weight.
on 100 pounds.
Yeah.
But no, I'd say wide out. For sure.
Yeah.
Fade. You could catch a fade probably.
No, yeah. The football coach in
Because
high school-
cornerbacks are usually kind of small.
Like 6'1".
Yeah.
yeah, like
6'2".
pretty small.
Usually big.
They're gonna have bounce though. They're gonna have bounce.
No, yeah. But like if
But,
they're
like, if you
small,
have
like if you
bounce,
throw it
too.
up enough, like
Yeah, you got bounce.
yeah, exactly. And I got longer arms, like just throw it way up, and they won't get it.
Yeah, totally.
Or I'll just get a PI.
Right.
Who do you think would be the best football player on our team? Like if you had to pick one person
Ooh.
from last year, anyone?
I feel like JT would have been
Yeah,
would have been
JT
good.
would probably be a good
He's so
one.
quick.
Yeah, he's really quick.
He could have been an
Running
offensive
back?
skill guy. Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely play running back, I think.
I feel like Jelly could have been a tackle or something.
He probably could have been.
Yeah,
Honestly,
he's a big dude.
no, he's huge.
Yeah, he is massive.
And he moves well.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
moves well.
He had to play football because he went to a prep school where like you have to play two sports. So he went out for
played
football, and he
No
hated
way.
it.
Oh,
he
really?
hated it. He
Yeah.
hated it. He's like, this guy kept hitting me from.
I don't know if he's got the mindset.
Yeah. What position did he play?
like D line.
I think it was like D tackle.
I think it was D tackle.
D tackle.
Yeah, put on the left.
There's
Put
a
on
picture.
nose, yeah.
There's a picture somewhere.
That's
He's just like
hilarious.
so out of
that.
place.
Yeah.
7 feet, like
Yeah,
huge.
right.
Just playing high school football.
Yeah, good luck blocking that.
Seriously.
All right. I want to pivot now to kind of like this upcoming season. And first I want to ask, like for Patrick and for all of us, we know what it's like to compete against somebody for a spot. And we know that aspect of being on a team, and you're going to have your best friends, but then you're going to go to war in practice, but then you're going to go to war together in the games. And I've seen and heard, people almost want to like put you guys against each other in a way because of this like so-called competition, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows what that's like if you play, like, like us. We understand what that's like, but I guess like you guys are friends, like you're boys, and you're gonna compete, and at the end of the day, like it's gonna be like you're gonna be brothers, and that's the way that good teams are. So I guess what's it been like, kind of like competing against each other, and like like if you have anything to say to like those who don't necessarily, I don't know, they don't get it, like the people who don't understand, like no, we're actually like we're guys, like we're brothers, we get along.
Yeah, I feel like like the quarterback position gets romanticized like quite a bit from that standpoint, because like really
Absolutely.
on any team, like you spend the most time with the guys in your position group. So like guys, like all the O-linemen, like they are tight, and all of them are doing the same thing that Alex and I are doing. Safeties are all competing against each other. Like it's not like
Right. No, good point. Yeah.
but you know what I mean? Like because quarterback's it's that position where it's people make a big deal out of it. People, but it doesn't. I mean, I don't think it's ever affected our friendship at all. Because at the end of the day, like business is business, and nothing's personal like on any level. You know what I mean? Like it's competition. That's why we play sports, because we love competition.
Yeah. For me, it's the question I get asked the most by the media every time I talk to them. Like, what's it like, competing with Spencer when he's your friend? I get that question probably every time from the media.
I told you this wasn't going to be a media interview.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's your number one question.
No.
It's on me.
It's all good. It's all good. But, yeah, where we spend like probably 7 or 8 hours together every day during the season. So, like, if we were to not like each other, that'd be pretty tough to do, I think. Yeah.
That'd be miserable.
But, yeah, we're in there watching film with each other till like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. at night, like every night during the season. But, yeah, it's like, and we've been to concerts together. We do a lot of stuff together. We're all part of the same friend group. So, it's fun competing, I would say. And then, off the field, we're just boys. So,
yeah,
it's good.
No, that's the way to go about it. We've had our fair share of battles as well. Like,
I'm sure.
You and Weezy used to go at it. Like,
Bro, I used to hate Weezy.
Really?
Well, not like hate Weezy.
No.
Weezy's a good dude,
Yeah.
but like I guarded him every day for like 2 years.
Right.
It's a little different in basketball because, like, like the guys you're competing against, like you guys are like competing against, but like you don't like guard each other and like
Right.
Like me and Weezy
foul
are like
each
face
other,
to face,
every
like
day.
hitting each other,
grab,
just
hold,
scoring on each other, talking, pissing each other off. So it's just like
See, I love that though. Like, that's the
no,
best.
it's fun.
Yeah,
It's fun. And me and Weezy, like, it never like lingered or anything
Sure.
like that. Like, I'm cool with Weezy, like, but it was just always like it was just annoying. Like, just seeing the same guy every day. Because like
right.
the teams switch up around you, but typically you're always matched. You're playing with different people, but you're typically always with like you're always matched up with the same person.
Right.
Because like that's just how it works.
Sure.
And so it's like I'll go against Weezy every day, and it's just I was like, bro, I'm sick of this guy. And now I'm kind of doing the same thing with Peyton Samford.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. Like the same thing I went through with Weezy. I'm sure he's going through with me. He's getting sick of me because like we do like open gyms. We're playing against each other all spring, summer, and then like we go to the fall and we practice, and it's the same thing. So we always guard each other. It's just annoying. The only break we get from each other is during the season because it's the scout team.
Yeah,
I don't have to chase Peyton and Weezy around.
Yeah. No, that's really. It gets to be a lot. Like you can definitely like grow to be like, oh my god, like sick of this guy.
Oh, bro.
Like I guarded Keegan last year like all the time.
Yeah.
Like when he was coming off the bench, and then this year, like again, it just kind of switched. I would actually be on, like I would just be a sub for the black team a lot of days, but like you get your matchup, and then it's just like by the end of the year, like
You're
just
just
imagine
sick of
like
it.
guarding
Guard
the same
dude
person every
single
day
day
for like 7 months.
Yeah, like
it's it can get to be like a lot.
That's wild. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, neither did
Bro,
I.
it's so annoying.
Because it's like he said too. It's like open gym. Okay, you're still matched up with you two.
same
Okay,
guy.
workout. Now you're in the wing group. You're doing the wing workout.
Right.
And
Right.
at the end, when you play 1-on-1, you're going against those people.
Right.
Okay, we're in practice. Okay, you're split up. Black team, white team, first string, second string. This guy's coming in for the 3, so you're still guarding each other. Like you can't escape it.
Yeah, that's
like
wild.
you can't escape it.
Like I get when we go, because we do it it's with us against the defense. And like a time like spring ball is perfect example because like there's no game coming. Like it's all like the main thing is the practices and like Saturday practices that are just like a scrimmage basically. And after 15 practices, I'm ready to kill every guy in the defense. I can't imagine 7 months of only
one guy.
Yeah.
Instead
Just
of
one
hating
straight
11 guys.
Yeah, that's wild.
And it's like one day, like I like hit him wrong, or like I'll like kind of I'll be a little like a little dickhead, like tug on his jersey, like stuff like that. And he just gets pissed, and then I get pissed, and it just turns into a back and forth. It's just like, oh man,
Who's gonna hit who harder?
exactly.
Who's gonna end up just throwing a
Then
punch?
he went through a phase where it's like if you put your hands on him, he'd like literally shove you as hard as he could.
Which is good.
Exactly,
That's what
which
you
is
have to
kind
do.
of what you have to do because like whoever you play against, they're just gonna hold you wherever you go in the Big Ten. It's just like they just foul. It's like, man, you just get sick. I'm sick of this guy. So now like it's like I'm like, okay, like during open gym, like I'm gonna start trying to separate like me and Peyton, so we don't like have to do that. Because like at the end of the day, like it's good for me to guard Peyton, but it's like I would rather like still be cool with Peyton. Like I'm always gonna be cool with Peyton. Peyton's a cool dude, but it's like I don't want to like ruin that because then like if I'm guarding him every day starting right now, practices aren't as fun because it's like we just are so sick of each other, used to each other, whatever. Like so it's just like I want to see somebody else. I'm sick of Peyton.
Definitely.
Where is the most talked on the field?
Got to be the line, right? Or no?
Oh, like a position?
No, yeah, position. Like position or like I don't know, play like certain like, whatever first thing that came to mind.
DBs.
Like, DBs.
Yeah, DBs talk a lot.
They like to talk a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, dude. There's a couple guys that really like. It's funny, like I get so mad sometimes. But yeah, like anytime we're in like a team period, like so team just is like 11 on 11, like that. Especially like if it's a scrimmage day, like where there's like, you know, like we're doing like 5 move the ball periods, like we're doing a red zone, a third down, like a 2-minute, like there'll be a lot of talking, especially if like if a defensive guy like tackles a guy after the whistle, like boom, there's a fight, and now we're now the rest of practice, like anything that again, like any like little like disrespectful thing, like it's a fight, like boom, So yeah, like those periods are what, but it's like so fun when it gets super chippy like that. Like I love it when I never get in the fights, but I love it when dudes are, it's great.
So who fights the most? Like who fights the most?
Well, it's always like, cause like we will rarely like go full tackling. Like there's probably like 10, we were super injured this whole spring, but there's probably like 10 plays the whole spring where we were like live. So like, but the defense still like is supposed to wrap up, but not take you to the ground. But like naturally,
they do it every time.
They take you to the ground because like, you know, you trip over each other or something like that.
Right.
But like if there's like an egregious like, okay, like you just tackled him, then like a running back gets tackled, then like, all right, now like our right guard is like jumping on the linebacker, and then that's like the classic thing.
Sometimes a receiver will throw a ball or something like that at a DB, and that'll probably start something, or you get pushed out of bounds late. That started one earlier this spring.
One thing.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So like, how much of your like our practices, bro, are just like it's like we scrimmage, like that's our practice. It's like kind of like how play. Like we play, like we do different segments. We work on different stuff. We'll do like man segments, so and segments.
That's awesome.
Like plays, like we'll run through sets, like all that kind of stuff. Granted, it's not like that everywhere, but like just our practices, like we scrimmage, and then we'll do like different breakdown stuff, like skill stuff at the beginning, like defensive breakdowns at the beginning. But like from then on, like the last like hour and a half practice is scrimmage. So like kind of how is your guys' practice like set up? I've always been curious about this.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a natural progression, like from you start like with individual, so like every person with their position coach, like working on whatever their like everyday drills are, then. Usually it'll be like pass indie. So like for us, that would be like we're throwing routes with the receivers or the running backs or the tight ends. Then you have like run indie. So then we'll go and like we have 9-on-7, which is it's just handoffs like for us, but it's, you know, like a line with tight ends and then the D linemen and linebackers. And then like from there we'll go to like 1-on-1s, wide receiver DB. Then from there it's like 7-on-7. So it's like kind of naturally progresses. And then after 7-on, we'll get like a little break, get some Gatorade, and then I guess Powerade or vitamin water.
Vitamin water. Products.
But then you get into like team, where that's like just 11-on-11. But we work a lot of situational stuff, and then there's always usually like we call it move the ball, but it's just like you're driving against the defense, and you play the situation as it happens.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess you just hit on the situation aspect. We do situations like every day, like, you know, in our scrimmages. If one team runs away with a scrimmage, like with 45 seconds to go, you know, someone will change the score, and it'll be, you know, okay, actually it was an 8-point game. It'll say, okay, change it to, you know, blacks up 1 with you have a 1-and-1, and it'll switch the person who shoots a 1-and-1. And we do that because like everything in basketball down the stretch like comes down to execution, like who's going to execute better, more consistently. And I know there are very similar aspects in football, but I guess like when you go over your situations and your 2-minute drills, like it almost needs to be like like it needs to be almost done to perfection, right? Like it's got to be crisp, and like, you know, I guess talk about that a little bit. Like I compare it to basketball if you can, like what. because Patrick and I, we don't know enough about football, so I'm wondering, like,
Yeah, bro, I'm trying to learn right now.
like literally, like when I say basketball comes down to like throughout a game, it really doesn't. A lot of stuff is going to happen, but like at the end of the day, it comes down to there's 2 or 3 possessions that are going to separate.
Yeah, football 6 plays.
Okay, 6 plays.
a game.
Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted. 6 plays.
thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think what's similar is like, especially when we talk about like 2-minute drives, like
Coming
there's
down the
so
stretch.
much, there's like there's so many like math equations that like our analytics people have to do about like when, like where we're at, time left, how many points we need, like what, I don't even know like how, it's on like some sheet they have, but it's got to be the same as like, because I never understand like when you want to foul in basketball, like when you, like, you know,
when do you foul, when do you don't foul?
the math of like,
and that's where I'm missing in football.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, like especially, you know, like all right, you're on your own like 28, you've got 1 minute and 15 seconds left, 2 timeouts, you need a field goal. Like you got to get to like, you want to say the 35, but like really you'd like to get to the 30. Like really, if it's 1:25 left, like that's like
8 plays.
8 plays.
Yeah.
It's 15 seconds to play.
8 plays.
Round up, and then you have 2 timeouts. Like you really, so like you get a first down, like you're doing great.
Right.
Then all of a sudden it's like 3rd and 10. You can't be on their sticks now. Like it's a complex equation, but with every stoppage, like obviously like the beauty is that like our coaches can come. We talk to them and like, all right, we need this and this and that. Which I guess is the same for timeouts and stuff in basketball. But
yeah. No, it all like, yeah, it's like you said. But I mean, the 6 play thing, like that's the type of stuff that like I'm interested in, because like, you know, the average fan like doesn't understand. Like there's gonna be 2 or 3 defining moments in a basketball game. There's 6 plays in a football game, and you know, like you said, like when you foul, if you're fouling at the end of the game, you know, how many timeouts do you have? How many timeouts do they have? Who's got the possession? Are you gonna go for the jump? Or are you gonna foul?
Right.
What are they in the bonus? Are they in the 1-on-1? Are they in the 2 shot? What is the point guard shoot from the line? What does the power forward shoot from the line? Did they take out the center? Like where? Like who shoots? You know, our threshold is like 70%. Right. And then you'll still have guys like, what did they shoot in the last 5 games? Like, has he missed clutch free throws? Right. You know, these are all things that you look at. Like, we always say, like, you gotta foul the right guy. You gotta foul the right guy. You can't be fouling. It's amazing to me in our games, like when we would throw the ball to J-Bo and like the other team would just foul. It's like, you guys are so stupid.
Yeah,
right. You guys are dumb. Like, you don't watch film. Like, you don't look at numbers. Like, he's made more fucking free throws than anyone has ever played. Like, he's like literally like, what are you doing?
Thanks for 2 points.
Yeah, like like you're not gonna beat, like you're not gonna consistently beat us if you just foul him. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
there's
like,
so many different analytics that go into it, especially down the wire. Especially for us too. We have like so many different thought processes going through our head. This kind of like checklist that we go through all the time. It's so much deeper than what the average fan sees.
Right. Or like, when do you? Let's say you're down. Like, I don't even know if this would be the right situation, but if you're down, like 4, is it? Because I never know when guys, like, sometimes they either drive or they shoot the 3, and I don't understand. What do you like? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm trying to describe?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but like, I guess there's no like exact answer to that. Like some guys. Like, it's going to depend on time for one. Yeah. Like some people will say like take the quick 2 because the other team's not going to foul. So like if you're down, say like we're down 4 and there's 20 seconds to go and they're in the double bonus, we'll just call like an ISO play for Aaron Eulis and be like, hey, like go get a bucket, because they're not going to foul. They're going to get out of the way, because if they foul, now there's a chance and 1, or if they foul, okay, you make one. Even if you miss it, we get a chance to get the rebound. Right. So they want to use up as much time as possible. So you'll just tell them like, hey, like go get a bucket, cut it to 2. Hopefully that cuts it off at 15, 16 seconds. You know, he can get AU and Joe T, like they can get down there and score in like 4 or 5 seconds. It's ridiculous. So if you have guys like them, then you might say take the quick 2. If you have someone like J-Bo, you might say, hey, you know, dick around a little more up top. Get your shot, like hit a 3, like, you know, shoot one, and then like 5 guys crash, like everybody crash, get the rebound, and then because all of that's going to depend too on like who do they have shooting foul shots? Do we have someone to foul?
Did he just
do they have any timeouts? Do we have timeouts? Because if you go for the quick 2, like then you want to do that if you have timeouts, because then you can call a timeout, you can set up your press. Because if you don't, like this year we played Maryland. at home, and they didn't have any timeouts left, and so we were up like
We were up like
5.
five, and
I think we
Ayala
were up
hit a
5,
3.
and Ayala hit a 3, and like they didn't have any timeouts, and I knew that, so like I like sprinted, got the ball, and like J-Bo was like in the corner, like I sprinted, got the ball, and like inbounded it to J-Bo with like 6 seconds to go, like before they even knew what happened, and so they fouled J-Bo, and like
That's game.
it's game,
points, yeah.
it's game. We won by 4.
Yeah.
So like, you know, like if you can do that, like if they had a timeout, then it's like okay, they might have said, hey, we're doubling Bohannon now.
Right.
Now I gotta find somebody else to throw the ball to.
Gotcha.
Which I'm not saying they wouldn't have made the free throws, but
Yeah, it's
you
not
know,
a
like,
it's not a
yeah,
lot
exactly,
like
yeah.
J-Bo, yeah.
So like again, analytics,
Yeah.
what goes
That's
into
cool.
everything.
I
There's
didn't-
like a
yeah.
lot of stuff that kind of like there's a lot of stuff you have to think about, like late game situations it's what separates so many teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
that's
many
what-
teams just like melt down, like at the end of
Oh,
the games, like
like,
just like
dude.
royal, like just like
It's got to be the same in football.
Yeah, that's why you got to
Just
practice
teams
it so
you know.
much.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, it's
No,
just-
but like, I remember I was watching a game this year. I won't name the teams just out of respect. We'll talk about the teams after, but like, kind of, you watched the game with me. Like it was like both teams. I swear were trying to lose. Like just like we're doing insane thing after insane thing down the stretch. Like both teams, and I'm like, what are we doing?
Right.
Like we're fouling 3-point shooters. Like we're like kind of what he was saying. Like when you drive to the rim, you don't want to foul. Like we're going trying to block it, foul them, and one. Like
Yeah.
it's just like fouling the wrong guys. Intentional fouls, like
Right.
you shove somebody, now they're shooting 2 in, they get the ball back, and it's like I was like, I swear to God, both teams were trying to lose.
That's wild.
it happens.
It's just sometimes it's maddening.
It is maddening to watch. Like, it doesn't seem like they practice these situations at all.
What are you doing?
At
Like
all.
use your brain.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I want to ask both of you this then, because being at the quarterback position, you need to be leaders. You need to be vocal. You need to be that guy that people can look to. Are you both, like, I guess we'll start with Alex, like, are you like a natural voice? Like, are you somebody that speaks out and you feel comfortable about it and you're going to be loud and you're going to have people's ear? Or is that something you had to kind of develop into, or is it still something that you work on, like, to this day?
I definitely coming in, I wasn't a vocal guy at all. I still would say I'm not an overly vocal guy. Spencer and I's personality is a little bit different. He's kind of more of the extrovert that has an easy time like speaking up and saying stuff like that. I'm not the biggest talker, but I've definitely been trying to get better at it. I kind of like the lead by example type deal in comparison to Spencer. Spencer's a vocal guy and he leads by example as well. But I'll let you talk about how you feel about it.
Yeah, I feel like definitely like comes naturally to be vocal for me. The part I like work on is like if you're overly vocal, you run the risk of just being blocked out because it's just if you're saying so much that you're really saying
Like, shut
nothing.
up. Yeah.
And also just like I could come off as an asshole sometimes when I'm like trying to talk, like, you know, when we're like in situations like when I, you know, I'm trying to maybe not be vocal, but you know what I'm saying? Like
Same.
that's
Yeah,
part
know
that I
what
have
you
to,
mean.
like how I communicate what I need from someone. Like that's definitely something that I work on. 'Cause even if your intentions are great, if a guy is like, oh, like fuck you, like, you know, then you're no matter how good what I said is, it's not going to get through.
Lost him.
Yeah. So
lost
that's part that I work on too.
Sometimes you need it though.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to get in the guy's ass a little bit because they're just not hearing the message.
Yeah.
Definitely times for
Gotta
that.
have a balance of it.
Am I wrong in thinking like that the quarterback like needs to be that guy? Like, are there scenarios in which it's okay for it to be somebody else on the offense?
So I always feel that it's critical that like the quarterback can do that and like is respected enough to if they did that, like people will listen.
Yeah.
I also think it's important, like as a quarterback, right? Like you got to know who you're gonna decide to rip like their ass, right? Like if I would never, I don't think I ever have, like I've yelled at a lineman once. It's Lindy. Like I yell at Lindy because we're super close. But like if you're gonna yell at like a tackle, right? Like this dude like gets no love, like works his ass off to protect you. Like you cannot be ripping his ass because you know he's trying with everything he has to like do his job, right? Like a skill guy, right? Like you could rip like a skill guy's ass, but at the same time, like you better like if let's say he drops a ball, like I would never yell at a guy for dropping a ball, but like let's use that as an example. and you wanted to get after him a little bit, it wouldn't. But like you better throw a dime the next time you're throwing the ball. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like such a thing. The biggest thing would be like effort, like attitude.
Yeah.
Like if guys are just doing like chicken shit stuff, like that's when I would like really think, that's when I would like get more vocal. But yeah.
No, I guess that's what I was going for. Is like I don't know. I'm always very intrigued by like the leadership styles in football because there's so many different like you got the defense, you got the offense, you got like different position groups. Like there's so much more. I don't know. It's just completely different from basketball.
You guys ever like talk to the defense like that? Like how you would talk to the offense or not really?
No. Like they handle their business. We handle ours.
That's interesting. Yeah. That's very interesting.
I mean, I feel like in the summer, like with conditioning and stuff, like we're still like that's all as a team. Like it's not separated, but like in season, like like if
their coaches handle their side, and, we don't ever really mingle with each other in terms of that.
Do you guys bitch at each other? Like if, like, is there ever an offense versus defense thing? Like if like you guys aren't scoring or like you've scored 3 straight drives and they've given up like 3 straight tutties or something. Like is there ever that dynamic?
That hasn't happened too often.
Yeah, no, I don't think that ever. I mean, like I'm sure like when we put up 3 points against Michigan, like the defense probably wasn't happy about that, but like they would never.
Definitely not.
They would never like verbalize that.
They're not gonna like put it on you.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like it is a team game.
No, absolutely,
And the second like that shows up is when your team is you're fucked. Like if you have both sides like pointing blame, like you're done. Like you're not gonna win it. Like it's gonna be bad. Not that guys probably don't like.
I'm sure there's definitely feelings of
that,
but you can't ever vocalize that because you got to stay together as a team.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's always going to be like, like Patrick, like, you had 20, but you, like, so you're happy, but then J-Bo shot 0 for 9, like from 3. So like, it's not like it's J-Bo's fault. Like, it's not like you're going to be pissed at J-Bo.
No.
Like, you're not like noticing his.
I missed a lot
of shots. It's going to be
so
different in basketball.
I'm never going to be mad at nobody for missing
those
shots.
But like, I'm just trying to like compare it. Like, you're never just gonna call somebody out, depending like regardless of how poorly they played or didn't play or whatever.
Yeah, like it's like you guys like if they, but it's like there's no excuse for not like playing hard. Like if you or also like we were talking about earlier, like with the mental aspect, like don't make mental mistakes. But it's like I will never yell at a teammate for missing a shot ever.
Right. You're trying your ass off.
Exactly.
Like, you're gonna miss some shots. Like, you're gonna make.
Bro, I missed more shots than probably everybody on our team this year. So it's like, I'm never gonna be mad at somebody for missing shots.
Right.
Like I never.
I can't deal with like the subtle like talk, like the subtle digs. Like, that you like hear like out of like you like kind of hear, but like they didn't want you to hear it. That's what like I can't stand. Like I shut that shit down like immediately.
If you're gonna say something, you gotta say it.
Like if you want to say something, you better say it. Yeah. Like if you got something to say, speak up. But
you better double down on that too.
Yeah, like, you better like say it to me. Like because I don't want it. Like I don't want. And like I'm probably a little bit more protective of like our coaching staff too for obvious reasons. But like if you're gonna like bitch about the coaches, like okay, like did you make it? Like did you make every shot? Like what did you do? Like were you perfect? No. Like all of that, and that's the stuff that drives me crazy. Which is like the same, I guess the effort and like attitude stuff is also adds to that.
Yeah, it's like same as if like you were saying, you never yell at a receiver for dropping a pass. Right. Like I'll never yell at anybody. Like if I make a pass to you, that you miss. Unless it's a layup, then I might yell.
Yeah.
Nah, never.
No, if it's a like if you miss like a wide open layup, I'll be like I won't yell, but I'll be like, come on. I'll be like, come on, bro. Like we need that. Like we need that layup. Like,
bro, just dunk it.
Like we need that. But I'll never like. No, like if you miss a 3 or like if you miss an open 3, shoot it 100 more times. I don't care. I don't care if you miss every shoot it 100 more times.
Definitely.
The part I like the things that if we like win a game, I really don't want to hear like anyone bitching about like anything. Like, that's my main thing. Like we've had games in the past like that I've been a part of where like we will win by like 35, but a guy like didn't do what he wanted and like that's the kind of, and I'm sure it happens in basketball too. Like you guys win, but a guy with like 6 points, like he's gonna be pissed. Like I can't stand that. Like,
or if you lose and he played well,
and he had 20,
and he's like, oh,
he's too giddy,
man. Like, man, y'all suck, but I'm nice. Like that sort of thing.
Yeah, like after a game, like if you're not like, if you're laughing like in the locker room or anything like that after the game, like I can't stand that, man.
What's funny, bro?
Yeah.
What's
We
funny?
lost.
Yeah.
We lost.
It's not that funny.
Like we work all year.
Nothing's
for
funny
this.
right now.
Yeah.
I promise, nothing's funny. Like it's not a joke.
Yeah. I'm
All
with
right.
it.
Well, no, that's good. That's good. I'm glad we covered that. We got, I guess, really quick. Last thing before the big announcement. Give me like a quick synopsis, quick run through of what you both are expecting this upcoming season for yourselves, but also the team. Something to look forward to. You know, big like maybe a game.
And then after I answer this, I have a rant that I would like to go on. So just skip that before you
Came
move on.
right
to
after
it.
that.
But y'all go first. Y'all go first.
Yeah, we're looking forward to this season a lot. I feel like we've definitely improved a lot over the course of spring ball. We have, a lot of aspirations that we didn't achieve last year that we want to get back to and do better this time. So we have a lot of talented guys. I feel like we have a lot of potential for this season, but just want to keep improving individually and as a team. So definitely excited.
Thanks for the media.
Yeah.
Press conference
Yeah.
answer.
Uh-huh.
That's a media question.
It
So
was.
I apologize.
That is a media question.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Steve Rose got us.
Yeah. Got us. I went on J-Bo's podcast like whenever he did that,
Oh, bro.
and he texted me after. He's like, "Steve Rose got you trained well." I'm like, "All right, bro. Like, whatever."
Do you guys do you do like training or like he
Yeah.
just like
We do.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. We don't do any of that.
we don't do anything. You say whatever you
But
want.
they don't. Well, I do that, and I didn't get requested very much this year. So maybe
Hey,
that's
not a bad thing.
there's a reason for that.
That's their training.
Spencer,
I guess.
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. I'm excited. I think we have a lot of guys coming back that played well last year.
Yeah.
I'll just talk about the offense. Like I thought we definitely took a step forward from in the spring, from last season, and I know like none of us are close to satisfied with how the offense performed last season. But we have a lot of guys like working their ass off to fix it and to make it what we know it can be. I'm giving you a total media answer, but it is how I feel.
Good.
I'm just
It was
excited.
a media question. Give me a media answer.
Yeah, I'm excited. We got some good guys, both on the field and on the staff that we're working hard.
No, big time. All right, Patrick, what are you?
Bro. The
what
thing
is
that
yours,
pisses me
right?
off more
Let's
than
hear it.
anything
We're probably gonna cut
Let's
this.
hear this rant.
No, I'll keep my language good. But the thing that makes me mad, like most mad about Iowa football, is like when people say like I'll look on Twitter like Ferentz gets an extension or something like that, and people be like, oh, like we're just okay with mediocrity. Like, what about winning?
We were
like,
in the Big Ten championship.
yeah, that's what
idiots.
that's what I'm saying. I was like,
they say the same shit
we
about
went-
us.
we
Like we won the Big
no,
Ten
exactly.
championship.
No, exactly. They say the same thing about us. It's like, bro, like we
Yeah.
won the Big Ten. You guys were in the Big Ten championship. You won. How many games you win? 10?
10.
10?
10.
It's like,
Yeah.
That's
what-
not
what-
mediocrity.
yeah, what the fuck about that is mediocrity is going 6-6 and like playing in some like horrible bowl game in I don't know Palo Alto, like
That's right near me, bro. That's,
okay,
My mom lived there for
El
like
Paso,
5
Texas.
years.
That's- El Paso, Texas.
Birmingham.
El Paso,
Birmingham.
or like yeah, exactly, some place like that, and it's like, bro, like that's mediocrity.
I also feel like, and you guys definitely, I feel like will agree with, like, if you also look at like where Iowa would be, basketball and football, like both, like without the coaching, like Iowa football could turn into another team in the Big Ten West, like I don't want to like name drop a team that like
You
sucks.
could say
Name
King.
drop.
You could say-
Illinois.
Yeah, like they
They
can turn
suck.
into Illinois real fast.
Illinois
Like,
sucks,
like
yeah.
where we are, like geographically, like economy wise, like
People
population.
don't understand.
People do not understand that. Same with basketball, bro. Like
No one's ever satisfied with
No.
with anything.
No.
That's why you
Like
gotta stay
winning-
off Twitter.
yeah, winning the
I
Big
stay on
Ten,
Twitter.
like like that's you guys. Like it's a lot harder than people think. You know,
Bro, I think we
super
had
hard.
like recruiting rankings, right? Is something that's important. I think me and you we're the only kids who are ranked on our team.
I wouldn't rank very high if I was ranked.
I really think
You were
that-
probably our highest rated recruit.
yeah,
For sure.
And like I really don't think anybody else on our team was like the Twins weren't ranked.
No.
How you look now? The,
Hell
twins,
yeah.
the Twins weren't like
Top
what?
5 draft pick.
Keegan might go third.
Yeah.
Dude, you brought this up though, Spencer. I want it like economy wise, like okay, we didn't touch on NIL,
yeah,
but like, dude, you see like what did Lincoln Riley get to go to USC? I think it was like 90 million, and
a lot.
like
it was something
and he
crazy.
got like a jet,
2 houses.
He got 2 houses. Like they bought his car, like they bought his home in Oklahoma, and like those players are getting paid. Like there's big money thrown around. Like wasn't it like this year? I think it wasn't even the second string. It was the third string QB at Ohio State.
He got
signed for like $1.2.
Yo, he might not have been the third string, bro. He might have been even deeper than that.
He signed for like 1.2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's
like
a quarterback recruit going to Tennessee who got like over 4 years. He's gonna get paid $8 million.
Dude.
Yeah.
See, like that's the type of shit
just,
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't.
It's hard to compete with that.
It is, and like I don't know, like maybe there's like crazy numbers being thrown around on your end, but like we don't see like in basketball, like that's not the case. And like Amoni Bates got $2 million. Like he had not like trying to shit on the kid, but like he had a horrible year.
Right.
Like horrible. They paid him $2 million and he sucked. He was awful. And like that, but like that's what this is turning into. So like I guess when you talk about competing, like what is it like from your guys' side? Because the numbers you're competing against don't even rival what like work, because we see those numbers in ours, but it's like people with like crazy social media followers. You know, like it's different. It's not like the third string QB at Ohio State who like isn't even gonna play if the starter gets hurt.
Well, like I think the thing that like the SEC's been doing this for forever.
Yeah,
and they just can legally do it now.
Yes, exactly.
Like I know a lot of guys that got paid like a lot of money to go to a school.
Oh, bro,
in
my
the SEC.
whole AU team got offered like 6 figures to go somewhere.
Yeah. And so like it's just it's crazy because I mean like especially with the money that the schools at like A&M or like Bama, Georgia, like you can develop players all you want, but if like someone's offering a guy like 2.5 mil to go play somewhere, like he's probably gonna take that.
Probably gonna go there.
Yeah.
Probably gonna
Like
go
I mean, I don't know, but the thing that's crazy is that because it's for who you are as a person. It's not, you cannot make it contingent with if they ever play or if what their stats are, if they're good, like if they stay at the school. Like that's the stuff that's crazy because like with the quarterback recruiting part, like I think it's wild because quarterbacks, it's like 50% hit or miss, like in college. Like the guy's like actually good. And like I've never seen the kid play that got $8 million, but like there's a chance he could go and just suck.
Yeah.
And
Could
someone
never even
drained
play at
$8
all.
million into this kid. Like that's the part that's absurd to me.
Yeah.
Just absurd.
No, I know there's a school I heard for basketball. They don't have football. They got basketball. Like the floor is 85 grand in a car. That's the
like
floor. That's what you get for going there.
That's
Damn.
because that's not confirmed, but
Yeah.
like that's I mean there's rumors everywhere, but like you know it's like there's
I'd say
they
for
said at another school there's gonna be a pool of like 5 million every year.
Yeah.
to
The
use.
collectives.
Yeah,
That's like getting huge in football. Like
Yeah.
I know that'll be like the next year. Like I bet most every Power 5 will have like a collective.
If you don't, like, how do you compete?
You can't. You can't.
Yeah.
It's like can't keep up with all the money that's going on.
I was actually talking to Coach Ferentz about it this morning. Like he wants there to be like a salary cap, like of some kind.
Our dad was saying the same thing
The whole
like
time.
2 nights ago at dinner.
Yeah.
He's like, there's maybe he and Ferentz are probably in the same meetings.
Yeah,
Probably.
I bet
like-
that's actually
Yeah, that's
I
probably
guarantee
where
that's
they
what
got
it's
it
from.
from.
Yeah.
Because he said the same thing.
Yeah.
He was like, there needs to be a salary cap.
It just needs to like
Eventually.
even the playing field.
But the
again.
problem is
Yes.
like Bama's not going to want
Yeah,
the
they're
same
still
salary cap that Iowa's going to want.
Dude, hell no.
That like
Yeah.
North Carolina, right? Like it's going to be.
Yeah.
But there has to be some form of
You gotta regulate it somehow.
something.
You have to.
Yeah.
something, or else this could get like ugly pretty
Way out of
pretty
hand.
quick.
It was already
already has.
blatant tampering.
Yeah.
Like just like, hey, like, just absolutely blatant.
No, like the kid who transferred from Iowa State the other day, their starting point guard was like freshman of the year, whatever, just up and transferred. And people were talking about like how he left because there were like 6-figure NIL deals on the table. I'm like, well, the fact that he knew that before he like actually went in the portal, I was like, that's just blatant tampering.
Right.
I was like
This is per Twitter, but yeah.
no, but that's what everybody's
Yeah.
saying. That
No,
because
yeah.
I know why. Like somebody told.
He's got sources.
No, yeah.
He's got
sources.
No, I guess so. Like, and that's like it's legit. That's what everybody's saying. So it's like that's just blatant tampering. Everybody's like, oh, NIL, blah blah blah. Like, is ruining the game. Like, I remember Doug Gottlieb like went on a huge tangent about like how NIL is a problem, and I'm like, bro, like, NIL in itself is not the problem. It's the blatant tampering,
Right.
and just recruiting guys off other people's rosters just because you can,
Right.
because the NCAA
Just
has
'cause
no
you have the
power in any way to regulate it.
Especially with free transfer now too. You
Oh,
can
bro.
go and play right away.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
It's just gonna keep happening.
Yeah.
there's 1,300 names in the portal right now for college basketball,
How many spots are there?
bro.
Dude, there's not that many spots.
Yeah. How
The
many guys
crazy
do you have on your
part-
team? 15?
Yeah,
You get 13 scholarships.
With the transfer portal, in
Damn.
football, I saw a stat that said only 52% of scholarship guys go to another school and get a scholarship.
no, same thing. But it's very similar numbers in basketball.
36%, I think. It was 36% of the portal last year didn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah.
So 64.
That's crazy to
that
think
found
about.
somewhere to actually go. And then the other 36, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 36.
Grass isn't always greener, man.
Yeah,
That's the
definitely,
they had
definitely
nothing.
not.
I think it's crazy.
Wild.
No, so I mean, is this a call to action? I don't know.
we could talk about this for a very, very
No, we could.
And we probably will go out there and talk about it when we're done recording it here.
Yeah, but we've taken up enough of your time. Thank you, fellas, for joining us. You got a big announcement. Everybody tune into the fellas. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
Go ahead, Spence.
Yeah, so happy to announce Alex and I starting this summer, starting in June, we will be joining the Estella's Taco-Bout network with our own show called Spinning It, and we're really excited.
Yep, really excited to start the show. We're going to have some great guests on. We're going to talk about football. We'll probably talk about music. We'll probably talk about a whole bunch of different topics, but really excited to join the Estella's Talk-About network. Yep, appreciate it.
Awesome.
All right.
Yep, thanks for having us
Cool.
on.
Yeah, thanks, fellas.
No,
This was
appreciate
fun.
you guys. Yeah, that's we covered a lot of ground. It's a great app. It's a great app. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you
And,
very much.
we'll have you back on at some. We'll do a collab with
Sounds
Spinning It.
good.
We'll do
Oh,
a
yeah.
collab
Yeah,
episode.
you have to come on. Yeah,
We'll have to
gotta
do
do a
it
collab.
like a teed up, spinning it together.
I love it.
Yeah,
It's
all
cool.
right, fellas. That's
All
a
right.
wrap.
Appreciate it.
Sweet.
And as we wrap up, we're gonna have one more word from our sponsors.
Are you looking for a unique educational experience or a distinctive marketing piece? How about your very own barrel of whiskey? Iowa-based Foundry Distilling Company is the industry leader in producing custom whiskey at their site, myprivatebarrel.com. Foundry has worked with individuals, businesses, groups of friends, social clubs, bars and restaurants, and charitable organizations to produce custom labeled spirits for marketing purposes, fundraising, celebrating milestones, or just for fun. Check out myprivatebarrel.com to get started. Enjoy a memorable experience, receive a great whiskey education, and create a custom labeled spirit that celebrates you, your business, or whatever you feel like toasting to. Get started at myprivatebarrel.com. That's myprivatebarrel.com. Cheers and go Hawks.
The Summit Bar and Grill has the best DJs in Iowa City. They routinely bring in DJs from all over the U.S. and Europe, and we have one of their very own working with us here at the pod.
Shout out Marcos,
Shout out, and he's the man. He's the man. This is definitely the place to be after a big win. Definitely going to catch some of us there. Summit, they also just dropped a new food menu. They serve food Tuesday through Saturday starting at noon. The homemade fried chicken sandwich is out of this world. But again, just want to emphasize it is a great place to go after big wins, and mainly to do with the DJ, Marcos, our guy here, but also a lot to do with our guy Brad. He takes care of us. So shout out to him. Thank you to him.
Yo, Connor with the rebound, they got 8 seconds to go. Move the ball right up the court, yeah, you know they ready to roll. Hit the outlet pass to Patrick, put a move on them so tragic. Yeah, you don't want no static McCaffery, boys, they be like magic. This shit back to Connor, yeah, you know these boys is hooping. Hit him with the alley, yeah, you know he straight up hooped it. Now Patrick's hanging on the rim, yeah, he's got his feet up. Excessive celebration, McCaffery, boys, they done got teed up. Oh man, they got teed up.